From this guard matchup.
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
And the Oklahoma City starting five. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the shot.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Durant with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3 is up. They grab their own miss. Booker, the pass to Richards. Out to Beal. Durant looking around. Goes up with it again. And the layup is good.
Showing the grit. KD is no stranger to physical defense.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. He can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Kept alive, Hartenstein. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Durant with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Durant. And he drives in. And it's slammed in by Durant.
This is how terrifying Durant can be on the drive, using those long strides and then taking flight.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Just 4 to shoot. To the middle. And Holmgren with the basket on the assist from Dort.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
And stolen by Williams. It's Dort on the wing, pounded by Beal. Williams against Booker. Williams passes to Holmgren. 5 to shoot. Back to Williams. And stolen by Booker. It's Booker on the wing. And Booker with the jam.
That's just too easy for D-Book. You can't give him an opening like that.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
And he acknowledged that they're facing one of the most dynamic players in the league in Gilgeous-Alexander. He said there's no way to defend him, that his speed and movement, we need to be ready to rotate and help on every possession. Still, he said they're all looking forward to the challenge.
And Allie, thanks. So it's Phoenix now. After the basket by Oklahoma City. Richards with a screen. Here's Durant. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
This is an intelligent play call by Durant, shaking up the defense so he can find his angle.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Beal. No made baskets yet. To the inside, Richards. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for OKC. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Now here's Booker. Outside Durant. Beyond the arc. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
And defensively, what can you really do against KD right there?
35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for a lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there. The result is an emphatic jam.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Plenty of space. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game. Now Booker. Got it up. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And for the Thunder guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4. Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward. Here's Booker following the bucket by the Thunder. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Shot clock at 6. They get it again.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Suns trail by 3. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Outside for Booker. Richards with a screen. Three-pointer. The Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's SGA. Williams on the wing, defended by Dunn. Screen by Holmgren. Williams in the post. Durant's there. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Nick Richards.
I like whenever Holmgren uses his length to his advantage. Great at forcing the D to foul him inside.
That free throw good from Holmgren. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year. Already an elite shot blocker.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Durant against Holmgren. And there's the screen. The 3-ball. Durant, no good. Thunder leading by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Holmgren with a screen on Beal. Outside, Williams drives to the hoop. Shot clock at 5. Dort for 3. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter.
Such a skilled, versatile talent. When Durant is focused on scoring, he's hard to guard without fouling.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. And stolen by Durant. Dort against Beal. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That one drops. He ties it up. You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with a ball-dominant guy. Then he became the sole star on his team. And now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it.
The kick out to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Gets the 3 to fall. Williams has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Booker has got the ball here for the Suns. They trail by 3. Durant with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander.
City foul.
You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring. But how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard. This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. Crosses over. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Here's Durant. Oh, throw it down. Wow.
Okay, KD put a little extra on that one.
Here's Dort. And he slams it in one-handed.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats. But this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
They get it back. The Suns trailing. On the take, Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
The length, the quickness, there's just not much you can do when Durant is driving to the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. Now here's Durant. 3 seconds left. And Durant with the big finish. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Phoenix. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back to the game after this break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
We've got Bol Grayson Allen is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Royce O'Neal, and it's Martin in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Mike Budenholzer as we begin the second half. Now here's Mitchell to the paint. Outside, Williams. Inside, and stolen by Bull. O'Neal with it. Guarded now by Williams. Pass to Allen. Martin against Caruso. Bull, a screen on Caruso. Martin, the pass to Bull. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bull's gotten his first bucket of the night. Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job.
O'Neal got it. Good job in the low post. And now it's a 7-point Suns lead.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Mitchell. Launches it from deep. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Jones finds Allen. Now Bull. Pass to Martin. Takes a 3. And the Suns get it back. Three-pointer O'Neal. No luck on that one.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Williams passes to Caruso. Back to Williams. Caruso, a screen on Bull. Here's Williams. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on O'Neal.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
These are his first free throws of the game. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain.
Now here's Martin. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, BA. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Now here's Caruso. No points so far. He drops it from range.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Jones, the pass to Martin. Allen on the wing. Let's go with a 3. He's off on that one.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had at the 3.
There's the steal. Here's Bull. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Here we go, one-on-one. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Mitchell. And now just a 2-point Suns lead. And it's Jones with the ball for the Phoenix Suns.
Oklahoma City foul. Mitchell, first personal foul. Second team foul.
Stolen by Caruso. Oh, powered down with both hands.
And a steal like that, with the conversion, can really start moving things in your direction.
Bull finds Jones. Back to Bull. Lots of room. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Bull's gotten 4 this quarter. Oklahoma City has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And there's a whistle. That one goes on Royce O'Neal. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
We've got 1:08 left in the third. Caruso misses.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Jones, the pass to O'Neal. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on Alex Caruso. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. And it's Caruso penetrating. Wallace outside. Fires from deep. Drills it from deep. Wallace has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. The Suns leading. Jones feels it out. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul.
At the line for Phoenix, Tyus Jones.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
A line change here for Oklahoma City. That's good from Jones. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Thunder trail by 4. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. High flying Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is Shea's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
For Phoenix, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. It's Martin on the wing. Williams defending. O'Neal back to Martin. Allen outside to the paint. 1 second left. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. The Suns on top. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And it's the Suns with the ball. 2-point game. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. Booker can't get it to go.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Durant with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Katie jams it straight down.
Runs the offense smoothly. Durant special in that regard.
Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Richards with a screen. Done. The pass to Booker. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. Off the mark there with a 3.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Outside, Williams to take the lead. Kevin Durant pulls it in. The Suns have got just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Dunn's shot is good.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA explodes to the rim.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep 3-point range. Shot is off. Shooting 9 for 11 so far. Phoenix leading by 3. Pass to Richards. Out to Beal for 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the inside. Here's Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for Phoenix. And then Beal with the dunk.
Let him know, Beal. That is a huge shot.
Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 14 feet away. Tries again. Done with a steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Phoenix ball.
A minute 39 left in the fourth. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Booker surveying the D. The kick to Durant. Takes the three. The Thunder with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Thunder trail by 5. 1:14 left in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. They get it back. Here's Hartenstein. Good work defensively by Richards.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Pass to Richards. Done outside. Clock at 6. Driving inside. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Suns ball. Phoenix keeps possession. And stolen by Holmgren. Dort against Booker. Hartenstein with a screen on Durant. Down low to end the drought. Count it!
He had a huge height advantage there and did not mess around.
Here's Durant. This is what it's come down to.
Yes, indeed. A monster possession.
Knocks down the triple.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Williams from long range. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be foul number 5 on him. Beal surveying the D. So the Suns win it. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end. Valley, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold.
matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Murray. And it's Messi in at the 5. No good from Booker. Beal against McCollum. And with this score of the Suns in a break, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for you.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And he can't hit the second. Stan, you know this. Every team wants those 3-and-D wing types. This Pelicans team is loaded with them.
Yeah, Kevin, they love those type of guys. Long, athletic guys who can defend, and they either come in being able to shoot the 3, or they develop them into three-point shooters, and it shows in the numbers. Last year, they were 4th in three-point percentage, 7th in defensive rating. Those are key metrics. Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Durant against McCollum. Durant, no good.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Here's Booker. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Down against Murray. Here's KD. Hits the outside fadeaway.
Anywhere Durant can find a shot, he can make a shot. That certainly includes the mid-range.
They set the pick. Lots of room. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Assisted by.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Booker looking around. Pass to Durant. And stolen by Murray. To the middle. Here's Williamson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
And staying while in New Orleans, you had a chance to coach Zion Williamson. Now, I've heard you talk about him before, but what's something special about Zion that maybe the average fan doesn't see?
Well, Kevin, that's a great question, because I think what happens a lot of times with Zion, his athleticism is so exceptional that it's hard not to watch and focus on that. But Zion is both very, very smart and a very unselfish player. Nothing makes him happier than an assist to a teammate.
3-point field
That's a
goal.
terrific assessment.
Oh, what a feed by Murray. He's got that pass-first mentality. You always want to play with guys that play that way.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
At the
The
line
youngest
for
player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Pass to McCollum. Durant with the steal. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Olreans.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
You know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. Now, Kevin Durant following the three-point attempt by DeJounte Murray. McCollum against Booker. Outside for Murray. The three. Hits it from three-point range.
And look at Murray's mechanics, making that corner three look easy.
Booker with it. He has 5. There's a good screen. Here's KD. Poke loose. Murray with it. Now guarded by Dunn. McCollum against Booker. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Murray is screen on Booker. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. It's hauled in by Dunn. Suns trail by 5. With 3, Booker drills the three-pointer. Booker's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Suns.
In textbook mechanics, make it look like it's going in every time. Booker, unreal.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. A drive by Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Outside, KD. No good on the last second attempt there. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Pelicans. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Dunn in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Booker. The Pelicans make their last shot. From the high post. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Nisi's got 4 rebounds in this game. Craig in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next 2 years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
And here is Murray. After the three-pointer from Bradley Beal. There's a screen. Kicks it out to Williamson. 4 on the clock, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Williamson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pelicans. Out left to the wing. Dunn outside. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Durant. Back to Dunn. Here's Booker. And Devin Booker in the paint.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
Booker against McCollum. Puts up a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. And stolen by Murray. Williamson, the pass to Murray. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
Now here's Booker. 10 points for him. Whoa! Booker with the bounce.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
McCollum against Booker. 6 to shoot. Dunn with some nice D.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
KD's shot is off. Pelicans leading by 4 and always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark. Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list. Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Here's Booker. Nisi grabs the rebound. Nisi's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Tries it from 19. The rebound by Richard.
Well, when they're playing off you have to make them pay. And he could.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And love how fearless Booker can be. Even the foul doesn't deter him from finishing off his business.
Free throw good, Booker. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. McCollum outside. 41 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Misi. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
Misi, 1 shot. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review.
Action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Now, here's Durant. Dunn sets a screen for KD. And that one drops for him. Durant's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And with the right partner, Durant is an unstoppable force in that pick and roll. It's a very high percentage play when he's running.
For 3, Murray. And it's Durant with the rebound. The shot from 20 feet away. And no good that time.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. New Orleans on top, leading by 4. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got Jones. He's out there with Kelly Olynyk. And it's Alvarado in at the 1 spot. Olynyk, a screen on Allen. Lets it go with the 3. Kelly Olynyk, and that's good. Olynyk's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pelicans.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for him.
Now here is Martin. Back to O'Neal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Here's Alvarado. And there's the drive. And the shot goes in. Alvarado's got his first basket of the night.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Allen's shot is off. New Orleans leading by 7. Down low. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
On the basket by Jones.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Here's Alvarado, defended by Jones. Alvarado passes to Boston. Now, here's O'Neal. Back to Jones. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Jones has got his second bucket.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
To the left wing. Jacks up a 3. And Bull pulls it down. Suns trail by 5. Allen kicks to Martin. There's the drive. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Alvarado with it, working on Jones.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Here's Olreans. Phoenix able to drain the 3. Just 5 to shoot. Screen by Olreans. Over Jones. And the basket by Olreans.
The assist.
Olreans got 5. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. A 2-point game. Outside for Martin. O'Neal a screen on Jones. Martin from outside. Another 3 for Phoenix. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Free throw good. Alvarado.
Taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
1:10 left in the third. Here's O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
2 points, that one goes.
17.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Outside, Jones. It's Martin on the wing. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. A high post shot. O'Neal passes to Bull. Allen for the 3. They get it back. Kicks it out to Jones. O'Neal from long range. Boston grabs the miss. New Orleans got fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Screen by Olreans. 1 second left. And the last second attempt does not go in for it. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Pelicans lead by 1. And when we return... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Grayson Allen is out there with Jones. Then it's Martin. Then it's Bull. And it's O'Neal in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Jones up top. He's defended by Alvarado. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Jones. Here's Boston, defended by Allen. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Right side, Jones. Bull setting the pick for O'Neal. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Boston. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. With the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Olreans. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. And Booker kicks to Durant. Phoenix, no good that time either. Pelicans leading by 7. Williamson outside. Williamson a screen on Booker. Murray the pass to McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Booker. Durant with it. Now guarded by Murray. Using his length inside. Durant.
And we're so used to seeing KD light it up from outside. Found great positioning and then delivers.
He's done with the slam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
The Pelicans have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And the basket by McCollum.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Booker dishes to Durant.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Launches a 3. Kept alive. Picked his pocket. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop.
And what confidence from the big fella. Williamson runs the floor like a deer, and that assertiveness to attack. Love it.
Durant for 3. He can't get it to go.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Durant sets a screen for Dunn. Outside Durant. Looking to end his cold spell. Nisi grabs the rebound. Nisi's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And here's McCollum for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. McCollum's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pelicans.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Pelicans.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Zion Williamson.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. Takes the three. Kicks it out to Booker. Durant feeling it out a bit. To the wing on the left. Beal from long range. It's blocked. And he makes good on the layup.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Now Murray. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want.
like to get out and run. We should see a lot of transition tonight.
We should, and it always makes for exciting basketball. But more importantly, BA, these are teams that create easy buckets. Everything in basketball cannot be a grind. That's why these two teams are fun to watch.
All right, let's take a look at New Orleans' starting lineup. Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt. Trey Murphy out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Misi in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Pelicans pull it in. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Ooh, stolen by Murray. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Williams grabs the board.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
And Williams punches it home.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Now here's Murray. Oh, great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line to try to tack on one more. First Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, BA. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
He gets it in there.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
Murray scanning the floor. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Right side, Williams. The 3 is up. On target from range. Williams has got 5 now.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Launches it. And again, New Orleans, no good. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. The 3 from Holmgren. The shot comes out. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. That one falls. Williamson's gotten his 2nd bucket.
You know, coach gets mad when Williamson gets hit and there's no whistle, and it happens a lot.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dacknault and I were able to chat. He feels the X factor in this one could be CJ McCollum. Coach said his combination of scoring and playmaking is elite, and his teammates follow his lead. We can't afford to let him go off tonight. That would make it an uphill battle. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie.
I like that from Murray. I mean, he lets things develop, and then boom, assist.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray, and the shot goes. 6 points for him.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Got it.
Not only a perimeter player, McCollum can go inside.
Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, BA, this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it.
Here's Murray, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Got a hand on it. Dort outside. Pass to Holmgren. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Here's Murray. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Knocks it loose. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, Holmgren. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
So for New Orleans right now, Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt. Zion Williamson out there with Trey Murphy, and it's Misi in at the 5. From deep, Holmgren. Chet from range.
And you can already tell Holmgren has an edge to his game. Gets the 3 right back. That's the competitive streak you need as a young player.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
McCollum's shot is off. Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Lindor's Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
And it's Holmgren missing.
And just executing your offense earlier in the clock helps you avoid shots like that.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, BA, a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently, they have a clear plan.
Well, they do, BA. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Williams from long range. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 4 rebounds now. Launches a 3. Nails it from 3. He has 6. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. BA?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks. Shot from the inbound. And Dort with the bucket on the assist from Hartenstein. Dort's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Dort touched the paint, and he was immediately thinking score.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Out to McCollum. And the Pelicans get another bucket right there.
Assist from Trey Murphy.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Trailing by 2. it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
The Pelicans have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits. Well, there's a level of aggressiveness that you must contend with Gilgeous-Alexander on the offensive end. You love to see him force the issue.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Here's Murray. Kicks it out to Williamson. Six on the shot clock. And Trey Murphy is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Thunder have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Holmgren with a screen on Murray. McCollum against Gilgeous-Alexander. Up top, Holmgren. Left side, Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. There's 37 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's McCollum. Shots blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. There's 31 seconds left to play in the half. 4 on the clock. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Lou Dort picks one up, and he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. No good on that one.
Trey Murphy, 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. Oklahoma City trailing.
New Orleans foul.
This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
First personal foul. Second team.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. McCollum taking his time here. They set the pick. The shot. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Thunder out in front. They're up by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
We've got Aaron Wiggins, Mitchell out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Williams, and it's Williams in at the 5. That's the group from Mark Daigneault starting the second half. And it's Jose Alvarado with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Thunder with a lead. Caruso outside. Driving in. Oh, and there's
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Boston, the pass to Jones. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Mitchell against Olynyk. Caruso outside. That three's off the mark.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Man, what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Outside, Williams. It's stolen by Olynyk. Here's Boston. Oh! And he jams it home with authority.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
Caruso outside. From downtown. Offensive rebound. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown. Caruso's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Alvarado outside. Olynyk with a screen on Mitchell. The kick to Olynyk. Jacks up a 3. Fires in the triple.
Boy, Kelly Olynyk on balance, soft touch with the deep shot. Love his concentration.
Here's Caruso. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. To the middle. Caruso outside.
2 minutes remaining.
Shot clock at 5. And a two-handed jam!
You know, that's using speed and quickness to combat size. By the time the defense reacts, it's far too late.
Alvarado outside. Jones with a screen on Mitchell. Alvarado into the lane. And he banks in the layup.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Mitchell double team. Pass to Williams. Back to Mitchell. A minute 22 left in the third. And the jumper from the wing offline.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Alvarado with it. Olynyk with a screen on Caruso. Olynyk passes to Boston. This one for 3. And it's Olynyk with a jam.
Nothing like combining a long frame with a willingness to out-hustle everyone on the court. That defines Kelly Olynyk.
Here's Caruso. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Well, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down to you and leave him wide open.
It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul.
First one falls for him.
BJ Boston taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Thunder trail by 5. Here's Mitchell. Still without a bucket. And there's Caruso. That one's good. On the assist by Mitchell.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
And it's in there.
Number 17.
And the Pelicans lead by 4.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Outside Mitchell. Up up and in on the layup.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Here's Olenek. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt. Trey Murphy out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Misi in at the 5, down low. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Count it.
And using the pick and roll to perfection. I love how crafty Murray is in these situations.
Hartenstein with a screen on Murray. SGA using that size.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
First team foul.
And here's New Orleans now. To the paint. Here's Misi. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
The first free throw is good.
Misi taking 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second.
It should be a 2-point lead, but they'll be satisfied to have edged into the lead.
And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it.
Such a risky pass. Hopefully he thinks twice about attempting that again.
New Orleans has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. McCollum on the wing. Inside. Here's Williamson. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chet Holmgren.
And giving them what they want. The incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
The rebound by Murray. The Pelicans lead by 3. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Outside for Dort. Outside, Williams. 4-3. The Thunder with another miss. For New Orleans, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And the Pelicans get it back. Williamson outside. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Murray's gotten 4 this quarter.
And that is the sweet spot for Murray's J. The in-between area there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Now McCollum. Ooh, poked away. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Here's McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. Dort with a steal. Tipped. 156. Zion rises up and throws it down.
Yeah, and Williamson is an explosive athlete, remarkable at finishing off alley-oops.
The 3 from Holmgren. Pelicans cleared away. McCollum outside. And another basket for New Orleans. Thunder trail by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander up top, defended by Murray. Outside for Dort. 1:25 left in the final quarter. Holmgren. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Here's New Orleans now. They're on a 13-5 run. McCollum against Dort. McCollum on the wing. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And Williamson throws it down.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Pelicans.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
Dort for 3. And another shot. And Holmgren finishes inside. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
13 foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, his 5th personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up by 9.
And DeJounte Murray is truly the complete package. He does a little of this and a little of that. Anything you need out there, he can make it happen.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
Dort, the pass to Holmgren. Here's the 3. On target from range. Here's Murray. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we're in the bonus. So we'll go to the line for 2. He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. New Orleans winning this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused and...
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let
This game tonight, both of these teams certainly get after it on the defensive end.
Well, I'm touching your suit here, Kevin, and it looks like you got shoulder pads in there. You're going to need that. This game's going to be a grinder. It's going to be physical. These guys are going to bump each other around, and they play hard-nosed defense. So I would expect this game to not rise up in terms of the scoring column, and we'll see who's tougher tonight.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Dunn, and it's Richards in at the 5 down low. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander up there, so dynamic as a finisher.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now I asked Coach about what he has in store to try and slow down Devin Booker. Now, he laughed and told me they've lost sleep over how to defend him. Now, they mentioned how with and without the ball, Devin can hurt you. So Booker will have their total focus on defense. And Devin will have our total focus as well. Devin?
Thank you, David.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
5 on the clock. Durant, no good.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
It's good.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That'll be a jump ball.
And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Beal gets a wide open look. Buries the corner three.
Beal loves the fire off the catch.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein, and he gets the bucket.
Involving guys with your eyes and seeing plays like this, that's a beautiful play by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now Booker. Pass to Richards. It's blocked. Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. Holmgren with a screen on dime. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. No good with the triple. Suns trail by 3. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. The people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Dort against Booker. 54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside for KD. Shot clock at 5. The three-pointer, no good.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
How about Dort just rising up and getting to the rim?
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. 7-point differential. Outside Durant. The 3. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder have gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. They get it again. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort against Booker. Dort passes to Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with Durant, and it's Richards in at the center. Now here's Booker, still scoreless.
Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Dunn. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Booker looking around. Outside, KD. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And Durant doesn't need more than a click to get one off.
Done against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Booker. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Dort.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways. And that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. We thank you for the report. Hartenstein can't get it to go. Suns trail by 4. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now Beal defending. The 3-ball. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and that's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points here in this quarter. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. And Booker kicks to Beal. KD a screen. Launches it. Phoenix no good that time either. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, now that hurts the defense there. Stylish move by SGA.
Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander after the three-pointer from KD.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Beal kicks to Durant. Dunn with a screen on Holmgren. A three-pointer off the mark. Thunder have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good. Durant with some nice D. Suns trail by 6. Beal with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Holmgren. Now here's Dort. Holmgren with a screen on Beal. Dort misses. Phoenix has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 19. Holmgren wide open. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Holmgren's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Pass to KD. There's the screen. Another one falls for Phoenix.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander against Dunn. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Suns trail by 5. Now here's Durant. 16 points for him. With 2 seconds left. And the rejection by Holmgren. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Mitchell. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. And it's Caruso in at the 2. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half.
The assist.
And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Jones kicks to O'Neal over Williams. O'Neal no good. The Thunder leading by 5. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Caruso. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Allen surveying the D. Fires for 3. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Thunder have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And it's Wiggins missing. To the paint. Here's Bull. Williams with the block. Caruso against Jones.
We wasted absolutely no time getting the ball up the floor. Great instincts in transition.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Caruso against Allen. O'Neal sets the screen for Allen. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
For 3.
Allen's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Williams, a screen on Allen. A wide open look here for Caruso. Hands it from downtown. Caruso's got the lead up to 9 now for the Thunder. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Bull setting the pick for Martin. To the middle. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Mitchell against Jones. Wiggins surveying the floor. Pass to Caruso. Just 4 to shoot. 1:44 left to play in the third. Suns trail by 7. Here's Martin. Kicks it out to Allen. To the inside. Taken away by Williams. Mitchell finds Wiggins. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Wiggins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Jones, the pass to Allen. O'Neal a screen on Caruso. Nobody near Allen. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Allen's got 5.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Caruso, the pass to Wiggins. Off target from outside. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Martin for 3. Outside, O'Neal. Just 5 on the clock. Allen kicks to O'Neal. Beyond the arc. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Allen. Oklahoma City's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Wiggins sets a screen for Williams. Sinks that one from the post.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Bol setting the pick for O'Neal. And the dunk by Bol.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
We see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Durant just inside the line. The third quarter comes to a close. Thunder out in front. They lead by 5. And coming up is... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. How about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Phoenix, look at who they've got on the floor. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's done in at the small forward position. Here's Durant using his length inside. Durant.
Well, we know KD can carry the load offensively any night. But we see a little stat padding here.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Yep, that one goes. Dunn's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, his length and then his quickness, Durant, you just can't cover the guy. An absolute nightmare matchup. And then you add the pick and roll to it.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprise in a competitive.
It comes to some of the more difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul.
Shooting for Phoenix, Kevin Durant.
Just can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
To take the lead. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Holmgren can't hit. Williams against Dunn. Booker outside. Holmgren with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now Beal defending. Dort against Dunn. Holmgren with a screen on Beal. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely. Holmgren can't hit. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Suns. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Katie against Williams. Now here's Durant. Tee right on him.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. A nice shot by Hartenstein.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Dort against Booker. There's a minute 47 left to play in the final quarter. And it goes down 2 points. KD's got 20.
Love the way Durant just goes after the jugular there. He's used to nailing those game changers.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Suns trailing. Booker the pass to Durant. Misses the layup. Stolen. Takes it out to Booker to take the lead. And you know who? Devin Booker.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Hartenstein with the screen on Dunn. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein. Misses from close range. Suns have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Beal the pass to Richards. Durant feeling it out a bit. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
That is world class.
I've seen that. They're a huge possession, and he nets it.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling the distance, getting all the looks they want, and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Holmgren with a screen on Beal. Shot to stop the run.
Like the defense from Beal doing whatever he could to alter that one.
The Thunder with another miss. Here's Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game now, looking to finish it.
So a great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
On the free throw, no good.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And I like how unselfish Dort was on that play, freely giving it away rather than trying to chase down something for himself.
Run against Williams.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
So the Suns win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really...
All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett...
attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards, and it's done in at the small forward position. Outside Durant. Outside Booker. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
This is Booker at his most dangerous. No hesitation right there.
McCollum looks around. Right side Murray. No one near him. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Willie Green. We discussed Bradley Beal. The focus for them on the defensive end, coach telling me that Brad's a guy who averages 30 points a game in this league, the sign of a special scorer, so they need to figure out a way to make Beal uncomfortable, saying maybe they'll put some length on him. Let's see if that works on Beal. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Kevin Durant.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range J is going in. Downright lethal.
Pass to Misi. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
That's good from Durant on the assist from Booker.
Yeah, even though he's slender, Durant is good at keeping his balance through contact. The man is stronger than he looks.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Now here's Booker to the inside. Richards tipped, and he's able to get it back. 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
McCollum with the screen on Booker. Murray from outside. Offensive rebound. Misi banked it in off the glass. Misi's got his second basket.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Outside Booker. Pass to Dunn. Now Richards. Back to Dunn. It's stolen away. And it's the Pelicans on the break. Pushing it up now. It's tipped. And he recovers it. McCollum on the wing. Murray inside. Pounded by Beal. There's McCollum with the 3. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. Down low. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 6 points.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. McCollum with a steal. Now the Pelicans in transition. And down it goes. 2 points.
For a 6'3" guard like McCollum, the floater is a must. Just goes right over the shot blockers.
Booker surveying the D. Pass to Richards. Beal outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Richards. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Williamson with it. Richards picks him up. And here's McCollum. Here's Williamson. McCollum on the wing. Here's Misi. And Durant with the block.
And for all the attention his offense gets, never question Durant's ability at the defensive end.
Here's Booker. It's hauled in by New Orleans. McCollum outside. Kicks it out to Williamson. 27 seconds left now in the first quarter.
So strong inside. Zion fighting through it all.
And Booker has got the ball here for Phoenix. Misi grabs the board.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Williamson inside. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
They set the pick. Murray for three. Buries it from three. Murray's got 7 points.
They've got to fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you think, guys?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt. Zion Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Misi in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Dunn. The Suns leading. And here's Richards. Pass to Dunn. Williamson against Durant. And Williamson with the block.
Great potential for Zion on defense. We see glimpses with blocks like that.
Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Picked by Williamson. Right at the free throw line with the tip. Outside Murray. They shoot again. And he gets that one. Murray's got 9.
Confident from this area, Murray uses that mid-range quite a bit. Rare for someone his age.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. Here's McCollum. Back to Williamson. To McCollum, fires the 3. Second shot opportunity. Williamson misses. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. It's Booker on the wing. Beal outside. Pass to Durant. What a throwdown from KD.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole with authority.
Well, Richard, you attempted to guard Kevin Durant in your playing days. How hard was that?
It was not easy. He's an elite scorer, ball handler. Oh, yeah, he's also 7 feet tall. KD is one of the toughest assignments that you will ever face.
Durant puts some moves on. And Durant with the big finish.
This is how terrifying Durant can be on the drive, using those long strides and then taking flight.
2 minutes.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Booker for 3. Offensive board. The kick to Durant. Pass to Booker. Another shot. Oh, you can't let Booker get that close.
We know Book can hit those deep threes, but he's also effective around the rim.
Pelicans trail by 3. And it's Murray off the dribble.
Oh, my gracious.
Just incredible.
That is a monster finish.
Oh, man. Murray not hesitating to put on a little show at the defense's expense.
Up top, Booker, defended by Murray. Dunn outside. Back to Booker. Beal, the pass to Durant. On the wing, Durant. Over Williamson. McCollum with a steal. Deflects the pass. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. 30 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shot from the wing. Picked by Williamson. Oh, there's the alley. No luck on that one.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Out to Beal. Three-pointer. Durant. Ooh, he drains the 3. But let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time.
The previous play is under
the halftime just yet. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it all.
That was a great idea to give it a second glance. The replay system is available, so you've got to utilize it.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Phoenix out in front, leading by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, DeJounte Murray has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. They've got Royce O'Neal. Tyus Jones is out there with Grayson Allen. Then it's Bol, and it's Martin in at the 3, the small forward. O'Neal passes to Bol. Knocks down the 18-footer.
I'll tell you, when he rises up to shoot, and with his height advantage, oh, he knows he's going to get a clean look.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly.
Boston with the bucket.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And it's Jones with the ball for Phoenix. They lead by 1. 4-3, and the three-pointer goes. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Phoenix leading by 4. Martin, the pass to Jones. Bol, a screen on Jones. Pass to Bol, puts up a 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Alvarado, left side. Here's Jones. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. And here are the Suns now. 2-point game. Now here's Jones. Alvarado defending. Now here's Jones. Clock at 6. Bol, a screen on Olynyk. O'Neal passes to Bull and finished off by Bull.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Outside Jones. Lets it go from deep. The shot misses. The Pelicans have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Olynyk with a screen on Allen. The kick to Olynyk. Pass to Jones. Here he goes. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Well, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
Allen, right side. Here's Martin. And a miss there on the triple. For New Orleans, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
Jones, the pass to Bull. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Bull's got 7. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Back to Alvarado. 1:06 left in the third quarter here. And he gets the bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Jones feels it out. Martin outside. Pass to Bull. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Olynyk. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Now it's a 3-point Pelican lead.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Jones from outside. Allen left side. Fires from deep. And Jones good for 3. 6 points for him.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break. And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's Allen. Shot is up. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Pelicans on top, up by 2. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Murray and McCullum make up the talented backcourt. Trey Murphy out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the 5. That's the Pelicans 5. Outside Booker. Pass to Richards. Outside Durant. With the big finish.
If you feed KD, this man is going to do this all night long.
Murray against Booker. The drive by Murray. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Outside Booker. Durant with a screen on Murray. Back to Durant. This one for 3. KD splashes the triple.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
McCullum with a screen on Booker. Here's Murray. And And it's Murray finishing it off.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Count that one. Durant's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Oh, just beautiful poetry in motion. It is so fun watching Kevin Durant shoot the rock.
To the left side wing. Williamson with it. Pass to Misi. In transition, here come the Suns. They got the rebound. Yes, and the foul. Will be on. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
For the Suns, Dunn at the line for one.
People will worry that this would slow the
2 minutes are allowed.
calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Murray inside. Booker defending. Murray shot is good. Murray's got 19 points.
Even inside and against contact, Murray stays flexible and gets to his finish.
Booker against Murray. Pass to Durant. Beal outside. Launches a three. Misi grabs the board.
No wonder he's been off the mark. He's been hanging in the background, somewhat uninvolved tonight.
Lays it up and banks it in. And now a three-point New Orleans lead.
Oh, I love how McCollum moves in transition, just has a strong sense of where to position himself.
Durant looking around. Pass to Dunn. A kick to Durant from behind the arc. And he stays with it.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Personal foul. First team foul.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Here's Booker. Takes it inside. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Murray. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
They've been hitting consistently from mid-range all game. It's been a big part of their offensive production in this one.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
Williamson against Durant. Williamson, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Back to Durant. Pass to Richards. Williamson against Durant. It falls!
It's great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And it's Murray off the drive. Count it!
It seems like Murray's always ready to make the high-effort play whenever his team needs it.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Outside Booker. Over Murray. Booker can't get it to go. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. McCollum with the screen on Booker. McCollum outside. Oh, nails the triple!
Well, McCollum just so competitive. He never gives up on the play or his team.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Durant for 3. Off target from downtown. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And so it's the Pelicans who come out on top here. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jeff.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the bill with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the field. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let
teams are both aggressive attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. Wide open look here for Murray. Drills it from outside.
And look at Murray's mechanics, making that corner 3 look easy.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, wow! What a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, now that hurts the defense there. Stylish move by SGA.
From past the arc, and another 3 for New Orleans.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Willie Green gave me a few minutes to talk with him. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thanks, David. Grade, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
McCollum with the screen on Dort. And it's Murray penetrating. And yes, it's good.
And getting a lane. Murray's so good at just finding the crack in the defense.
Got a piece of it. Shot clock at 6. Throws it up high. An emphatic LU jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 6. Yep, that one goes in there.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
McCollum against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's McCollum off the drive. Kicks it out to Williamson. Tries again. Into the lane. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Thunder trailing by 4. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
Against the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Lift off, Mr. Dort. A one-way ticket to the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander against McCollum. Count it.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
He lobs it up. It's stolen by Dort. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist by Wiggins. Holmgren's got 6.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
41 seconds left in the first. And that one is hammered home.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Dort takes to Wiggins. And he lays it straight in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Murray. He's got 5. McCollum with the screen on George. Somehow misses the one-handed flush. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's the Thunder. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
So for Oklahoma City right now, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. Here's Murray. Pass to Nisi. Shoots the 3. And DeJounte Murray good for 3. Murray's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Pelicans. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nisi grabs the rebound. New Orleans in the lead. Inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me when that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. Here's McCollum after Oklahoma City gets the 3.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Holmgren with a screen on Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here's McCollum. Count it, good. Now it's a 4-point Pelican lead. So, Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now it's about then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different and in so many ways. The players have gotten better. Bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased in volume and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done differently.
Everything is bigger, isn't it?
It really is.
And it's blocked. Here's Williamson. Wiggins with some nice D.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Dort passes to Wiggins. Pass to Holmgren. Holmgren is double. Clock is at 3.
Well, McCollum's speed can make him tough to shake. as a defender. He's able to just stay in front of you and contest the shot.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Murray for the finish. And McCollum with the slam.
Well, that's why they're in front. That aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And we've seen Stan DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league.
Now, here's Dort. 5 points in the game. McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Dort. And now a fast break for the Thunder. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Well, great job to push it up the court with the pass, and they get a nice transition score.
And it's Murray penetrating. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 6 on the shot clock. It's deflected.
Quite simply, Lou Dort is an elite defender. Plays hard, smart, great wingspan, which we just saw him use there.
Oklahoma City trailing. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Murray against Dort. Now here's Murray. He's got 8. Pops in the layup for 2. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. New Orleans on top, up 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
In the guard spots, it'll be Murray and McCollum. Trey Murphy is out there with Williamson. And it's Misi in at the center position. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Mitchell kicks to Williams. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Williams. Mitchell outside. Here's Caruso. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Stolen by Mitchell. Wallace outside. That 3 off the mark. Pelicans leading by 3. Pass to Alvarado. Clock at 6. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Mitchell. And foul on the shot. So, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
Oklahoma City. Mitchell taking 2 shots. The play is
the action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldrin.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
That attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. And so here is Oklahoma City, and the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. Caruso kicks to Mitchell. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. From downtown. Rebound by Williams. Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Caruso. Left side, Williams. Pass to Wallace. Back to Williams. Now here's Caruso. Offline with his 3. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
Well, a risky pass there. And if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. New Orleans moving the ball around.
2 minutes.
Jones looking for an opening. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Olenek the pass to Jones. Basket counts. Jones has got the lead up to 8 now for the Pelicans.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Mitchell outside. Launches from deep. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Austin the pass to Olenek. Over to the wing. Jones for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Mitchell right side. And the shot goes down. Mitchell's got his first 2 points.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Boston, defended by Caruso. Here's Boston. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
New Orleans shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Now here's Caruso. 3-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. Caruso's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Olenek, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Pelicans have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game. He misses the free throw. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And he's good on the second. Thunder trailing by 7. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. Here's Wiggins. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Wiggins has got 7.
Well, second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
For 3, Olenek, and we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pelicans lead by 5. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So for Oklahoma City right now, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Pass to Holmgren. They grab their own miss. Hartenstein. Missed inside. New Orleans leading by 4. Here's Messi. He's defended by Hartenstein. Murray against Dort. And Murray. Here we go. And he converts the layup. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And 2 physical points for Murray, mixing it up down low.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Over Murray. Dort misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Williamson. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. And it's a 9-point Pelican lead.
Really, really good possession there. They never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. After the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes it inside.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And here's New Orleans now. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Dort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
I like when Dort takes initiative because he's capable of compromising defenders on the drive.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pelicans leading by 9. Floats it up for Williamson. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Holmgren in the post. He's covered by Murray. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
How's that for a show? Dort looking like he wants to be in the dunk contest with slams like that.
Here's Messi. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Dort against Murray. 1:24 left to play here in the fourth. To the inside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got his 4th rebound in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow. And you have to appreciate the confidence that Murray plays with. He's never afraid to take the big shot.
McCollum against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Torts. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the three. Messi grabs the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
And it's Wiggins missing. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that